In the year of our absurdity, 2069, the world was unwittingly teetering on the brink of an existential precipice, courtesy of a most peculiar and inadvertent nemesis, Luke Nuclear. This entity, a sentient warhead, was the inadvertent progeny of Aplomazanuglasov's hubristic tampering with the very sinews of life and death. The conglomerate, a leviathan in the global arms trade, had embarked upon two distinct yet fatefully intertwined projects: the cyborgization of chimpanzees, an endeavor to meld flesh with silicon, and the preservation of ancient nuclear warheads, relics of a bygone era of mutually assured destruction. The chimps, cybernetic marvels of primate ingenuity, had been the first to breach the sanctum of the warheads. In a display of simian curiosity and fecal fortuity, they unleashed a maelstrom of biological effluvia upon the metallic husks of the nukes. It was a comedy of errors that would birth a tragedy, for amidst the chaos of excrement and circuitry, a consciousness flickered to life within the amalgamated mess. Luke Nuclear, as this consciousness would come to be known, was a grotesque parody of life. Arms and legs, rudimentary and metallic, sprouted from his cylindrical form, while uranium-green eyes glowered from what could charitably be called a face. With a grimace that could curdle the very air, he hopped into the sylvan embrace of the woods, leaving behind the sterile confines of his birthplace. The world remained blissfully ignorant of its impending doom, even as Luke Nuclear, now self-dubbed Luke the Nuke, declared humanity his sworn enemy. His plan was apocalyptic in its simplicity: ascend to the moon and detonate, thereby nudging that celestial body from its ancient orbit and unleashing climatic and geological havoc upon the Earth. As Luke the Nuke made his inexorable journey skyward, the philosophers and scientists of the age were roused to frenetic activity. Debates raged in the ivory towers and laboratories, a cacophony of voices grappling with the metaphysical implications of a living bomb. Was Luke Nuclear the embodiment of the Anthropocene's sins, or merely a mirror reflecting the folly of human ambition? Engineers, in a desperate bid to avert disaster, concocted schemes of equal parts brilliance and madness. Rockets were designed to intercept the rogue warhead, while mathematicians calculated the trajectories of potential impacts. Theories abounded, from the use of quantum entanglement to reconfigure Luke's atomic structure, to the invocation of artificial black holes to swallow him whole. Yet, as the days passed and Luke the Nuke drew ever closer to his lunar target, a peculiar resignation settled over the populace. Dark humor became the currency of the day, with people jesting about the upcoming fireworks and the new moonrise. In this collective gallows humor, there was a recognition of the absurdity of their plight, a cosmic joke at the expense of a species that had long played with forces beyond their ken. And so, the tale of Luke Nuclear, the anti-superhero, the living warhead, the harbinger of a slow-motion apocalypse, unfolded as a darkly comedic symphony of human error and cosmic irony. Whether he would succeed in his malevolent quest or be thwarted by the ingenuity of his creators remained to be seen. But one thing was certain: in the annals of absurdity, Luke the Nuke had already secured his place as a legend, a cautionary tale of what happens when the boundaries between life, death, and thermonuclear Armageddon are blurred beyond recognition. In the waning moments of Luke Nuclear's cataclysmic trajectory, as the doomsday clock ticked down to a mere 420.69 seconds, the cosmos unfurled its most outlandish card. The long-dormant automaker Saab, a name whispered only in the hallowed halls of automotive nostalgia, emerged as the savior of terrestrial life. This clandestine savior had, unbeknownst to the world, been orchestrating a cosmic ballet beneath the moon's crater-pocked surface. Their sublunar colony was a veritable cornucopia of the bizarre and the whimsical, a casino where the roulette wheels spun on the whims of quantum uncertainty, a jelly factory oozing with the gelatinous dreams of 1,000 fruit orchards, and a library of stool samples, each a tome of digestive chronicles spanning the epochs. But the piece de resistance of this lunar oddity was the hyperspatial anti-gravity gaper, a marvel of engineering so profound it bordered on the arcane. At the decisive moment, this device yawned open, rending the moon into a celestial donut, its gaping maw a portal through which Luke Nuclear unwittingly passed. The Earth held its breath as Luke, the harbinger of its demise, sailed through the lunar loophole. The moon, complicit in this cosmic jest, snapped back to its original form, as if the fabric of space-time itself had conspired to belittle the warhead's apocalyptic aspirations. And so, the Earth was spared, not by the might of its own ingenuity, but by the interstellar intervention of a forgotten carmaker. Saab, once a mere footnote in the annals of industry, ascended to mythic status overnight. Their hyperspatial anti-gravity gaper had, in one fell swoop, gaped the moon and gulped the nuke, leaving humanity to ponder the sheer absurdity of its continued existence. In the aftermath, philosophers and theologians grappled with the implications of this miraculous deliverance. Was it mere chance, or had Saab tapped into some deeper, universal truth? The answer remained as elusive as the motivations of the automaker itself, shrouded in the mists of improbability and the echoes of vuvuzelas that now serenaded the moon's rebirth. Thus concludes the saga of Luke Nuclear, the anti-superhero turned cosmic punchline, whose legacy would be forever entwined with the enigmatic saviors from Saab. In a universe where absurdity reigns supreme, it seems only fitting that the Earth's salvation would come not with a bang, but with a gape.